Hey guys, welcome back to another JC Tennis video. Today we're going to be talking more about some Nick Kyrgios stories. I'm sure a lot of you guys heard the controversy with Nick Kyrgios and Jannik Sinner. It's been an ongoing thing. Kyrgios has been slamming Sinner about his situation with the doping things that have been going on for months now. So Kyrgios has been all over that. But then a few days ago on Instagram, Hewitt, who is Leighton Hewitt's son, posted a picture. It was just him and Jannik Sinner hitting at the Australian Open. Nick Kyrgios did not like that. He replied in the comments on Cruz's Instagram post, "Cruz, I thought we were bros. I thought we were friends. I can't, just made it all about himself. It was a big deal." So Andy Roddick on his Served podcast today, he tears into Nick Kyrgios for making it all about himself after those comments. So we're just going to read through this article, see what Andy Roddick had to say. He had a few quotes in here that I think are pretty telling of his opinion on this. Andy Roddick said, quote, "It was unbelievable. So imagine as a 30-year-old man going into the comments of a 16-year-old who has just hit with someone who is the best player in the world. If you think he's guilty, if you think he's not guilty, it's still a moment when you get to do that, no matter who your dad is. His dad was number one in the world." And then Andy went on to say, "That's a big moment, and to simply post a picture and then have this guy going to the comments and make it all about himself. Oh, I thought we were bros," whatever he says. So 1, it's just making it about you, which he does. 2, a syringe, which is not even. I'm going to get to my point of the hypocrisy in a second. And then defense was all made. It was a joke, he added. Kyrgios, during a press conference after his loss, I believe, to Mefsi Perricard at the Brisbane International, made it clear that he wasn't done with his criticism of Jannik Sinner. So this is going to be an ongoing thing. He said if he played Jannik at the Australian Open, he was going to get the crowd into it and turn it into a circus, essentially. Kyrgios, right after his comeback to the court after a long break, has expressed eagerness for a potential showdown against the world number one. So there you go. He wants to play Jannik Sinner. He'd get pummeled, man. He'd get absolutely pummeled by Sinner. So Roddick, obviously, as you'd expect from Roddick, he's taking the side of Jannik Sinner and just not feeding into the Kyrgios circus. I do believe that at the start, Kyrgios had the right to speak out against Sinner because there is bias in the ATP Tour and how they handle these doping situations. Obviously, Sinner, his situation was a little bit covered up, and he didn't really get much of a punishment yet, at least for it. And other players have that aren't as high ranked. So there's no issue with Kyrgios speaking out about it like he did. But I think at this point, it's over the top. I mean, I think I made a post about it on my Instagram, and a lot of people in the comments agreed with me. Or not agreed, but pointed out that Kyrgios is starting to cross the line with some of these things. I mean, going into the Instagram comments of a 16-year-old kid and just going crazy about the situation does seem a little over the top. So hopefully all this stuff tones down a little bit, but then again, some drama is good for the sport. Kyrgios still is not sure if he's going to play the Australian Open. I think today that he has some soreness with the wrist or whatever, and he's not quite sure. So hopefully Kyrgios is able to play, because we all want to see him play, man. That's the bottom line. He's an entertainer. You either love him or you hate him, but you'll tune in. He's one of those. So, yeah, I think that's all for this episode. Andy Roddick's opinion, it was interesting. It was expected. And, yeah, that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys next time.